Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this video from. My name is Aching, and as always, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, there's something that I would like to share with you guys. It's something that has been occurring more often than it used to be. A little bit of my background: I am a licensed cosmetologist. I started my journey as a hair braider and then went to cosmetology school to further my skills and my studies in all things beauty. And one thing I've noticed, I would say it was about maybe 7 or 10 years ago when I started my braiding journey, being a professional as a braider. We used to have a lot of varieties, different varieties of hair, and those are they were synthetic hair to be specific, not human hair. Most of the styles that we use for braids, it's synthetic hair. Now you have the boho braids where you add the human hair extension to add texture and fullness. But back then, boho was not really a thing, and we used to use the synthetic hair, sorry. And I remember correctly, I did not experience a lot of negative feedback from my clients complaining about any skin irritation or anything to do with the hair. Apart from it, it's normal for synthetic hair to tangle when it gets old, right? And usually that's one of the signs that you need to take down your whichever hairstyle that you have in the synthetic hair. So first forward, nowadays, I do not know what happened. I do not know what changed in the formula of preparing or processing the hair. I have been getting a lot of complaints, just in general, not just my clients, but I've been hearing a lot. Uh, Even on YouTube, people talking about getting skin irritation from the synthetic hair. Not everyone, but the number has increased to a point where you can't really avoid. It's something like you find yourself wondering, and the other day I just realized this is something that never used to happen, right? And I don't know if because then we were not more aware, or it's something that changed in the formula, or with there's a lot of change that has happened. I mean, we had a pandemic that shut down the whole world. So a lot of things have happened. And I'm talking about 8 years ago when you could rarely, yes, people had sensitive skin. There's a lot of people over here who have eczema, but the number is just, it has really increased significantly in my professional and the period that I've been in my beauty professional. Even with the makeup, it's just the processing, something has changed, and it's unavoidable, like I can't ignore it, right? So anyway, I have a client that I will be um, braiding her hair, and she has allergy. Not allergy, but the last third time, I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is a while back, I had we did her hair. She always gets braids. She's going gray, so we always would do braids, and her hair would be fine. But previously, a while back, she had a crazy reaction that she has never had. She's my long-term client, so it's something, it's a routine. We didn't change anything, besides from the exact products that we use. But it started with the next day, and usually the next day your skin kind of gets irritated a little bit because of the introduction of the new synthetic hair. And then your scalp, your body is amazing, it adjusts, right? It goes down on the second or third day depending on how sensitive you are. For her, it just kept on going, and then she had really bad dandruff, like really bad. It was something that has never happened to her before. So we had to take down the braids and treat her hair. And then I had to go and research because I really felt bad. And I was like, did I change anything? Did I? And it was the exact same thing. And one thing I could just keep on coming back on, it was just the hair. And I started finding out that other people started having reaction, this and that, this and that. And that's when I concluded definitely it was the hair. So the following the next round, what we did, I treated the hair, and that's what this video is about. Sorry, guys, it took me forever to get to this point, but I'm just wanted to give a backstory of where I'm coming from with this video. So anyway, I was able to come up with a formula. So what I do, I use my sink, and I create a bath, and then I use the apple cider vinegar with mother, the one that has with mother label. For me, it's more effective. And I don't know if you can see on the sink, but you can see like a little foam that comes out, like the little white foam that was not there. If you take a close look at the sink, so I don't know if that's part of what um, is the reaction or part of the ingredient that is making my client just have an reaction. I don't know. But I also go ahead and use an anti-itch. This is a medicated anti-itch shampoo, which is really really good. So I not only use the vinegar, I also use the anti-itch shampoo, and I let it soak in right here. I just, the water is lukewarm, and I just go through. I don't overdo it because remember, this is synthetic hair, and you don't want to strip all of the moisture or make it rough. You want also to be able to you want the hair to be pliable when you're installing them. So you're kind of trying to find a balance. And that's why, as you can see, I'm very gentle, doing a downward motion, trying to make sure that I do not tangle this hair because it's synthetic. Untangling synthetic, it's a nightmare. So that is exactly what I'm doing here. And I just take my time. I do not rush this process because it hurts or it sucks when you go through braiding. If you're a hair braider, let me know in the comments below. But installing braids take a long time. It takes a couple of hours at least, right? And you do not want to rush this process and go and install those braids only for your client to come back to you and complain about it, and then you have to repeat, and you don't want to go there. So you just want to take your time, detangle, because you're the one who's going to install these braids. So you're trying to kind of get a win-win situation, that your client does not get a reaction, and you're able um to handle this hair well. Like, the hair is pliable when you're installing them, so it's a win-win, right? So that's exactly what I'm doing, just taking my time. This uh, comb is a wide tooth comb, which is really good with detangling, but I'm just making sure I'm detangling it very very well as I rinse it. And as you can see, it's it's not tangled at all. I'm just being very careful and very gentle. So guys, if you're watching this video for the first time, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Achieng, and I talk about food, I talk about beauty, anything to do with braids. I love beauty. That's my calling. Got it. You know, it's something that has been passed down from generation to generation, from my mom, my grandma, to my mom, then to me. So I love here. I love, I've done weddings. I also talk about food. I try different recipes. It's just a Ching's touch, just my touch of things, right? And I love also educating people with what I have learned over the years with my experience. I've been a hair braider for 13 years, and I cannot believe I'm saying that, but literally 13 years. Braiding is what paid for my tuition fees. So if you're a braider and you're watching this video, do not give up. It is a long journey, but it is so worth it. And until today, I do it effortlessly because it's a passion. I love doing it. For braiding, you have to have a lot of patience. So let me know what you think about this video. If you are a hairstylist and you have experienced this using um, synthetic hair on your clients, if they're having reactions, or if they are having a dandruff reaction that never used to happen, like have you noticed something that is kind of off, compared to when you started your journey, your career until today, because I have certainly experienced that, and it has become more often than it used to be. And actually, one thing that I can tell you that it's actually real is because at the beauty supply, you will now, as of today, you will find treated hair. Like literally, the packet says treated hair. So for them to come up, to go to an extent of coming up with a treated hair version, that tells you that I'm not crazy. This is something that is happening. I might just be talking about it right now, on my YouTube channel, but this is something, to tell you the truth. As someone who has been in the hair industry for 13 years, this did not used to happen, right? It used to be one in, the 99 point, no, the 0.0000999 chance part of it, if that makes sense. It never used to be as often as it is today. So that is why I'm sharing this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you're watching this and you have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Let me know if this is something you have experienced before. What do you do? What recipe do you use? I just use this and I make sure I detangle. As you can see, I use a medicated shampoo. I use apple cider vinegar to make sure that this hair is treated, whatever that thing that's making the itch, for my clients. I just make sure I take my time during this process to get rid of it. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching this video until this point. And here my result. I'll just let it air dry, and until next time, see you.